Hello everyone, welcome back to Priyan classes. Today I'm Prabhat Kumar and today I'm giving you or I'm discussing a chapter for class 10th students, that is similar triangles. Okay, I think you must have liked my previous videos on coordinate geometry and trigonometry. Now this is the third concept that I'm taking from the geometry portion, that is similar triangles. Now before I start, let me tell you what are triangles. First thing, you must have been studying about these triangles. Triangles are the closed figures with three sides. Okay, they are, first thing, it is a closed figure. First, second, it has got three sides, and the third, it has got three angles. That is why it has been named as triangle. Okay, so first thing, triangles. Then what are the similar, because we are taking the topic of similar triangles. So what is similarity between two objects? There can be any other, like you must have seen the photograph. Suppose that I make one square here and other square here. Just the sizes are different, but these figures are similar to each other. Similarly, if I make a circle, if I make a bigger circle, if I make a smaller circle, all of them are circles. All of them are just different in sizes, not in the shape. So any two figures having the same shape, sizes may be different. Any two figures having the same shape are called similar figures. In this chapter, we are specifically discussing about the triangles. Now, what are similar triangles? If I say similar triangles, means if you have got two triangles who have all similarities, who are similar in shape. So obviously, if I make one triangle like this and if I make another triangle like this, okay, if this is A, B, C and this is D, E, F. If I say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, that means two particular things or two particular conditions they have to satisfy. The first condition is all corresponding angles are equal. First, that means angle at A should be equal to angle at D. Okay. Similarly, the angle at B should be equal to the angle at C, and in the same way, the third angle will be equal to the third angle. So A is angle A, for this the corresponding angle in the other triangle is D. For B, angle at point B, the corresponding angle is at point E. For the angle at C, the corresponding angle is at point F. This is the first condition that is to be satisfied. The second condition in this, that the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So what does it mean? If I say, that means what is the corresponding side? AB. For AB, the corresponding side is in the other triangle is for AB, the corresponding side will be DE. So the ratio of AB to DE should be equal to the ratio of second corresponding side. That is, for the side BC, the corresponding side is EF. That is equal to BC is to EF. And same way about the third side, that is this side. So AC is to DF. All three ratios have to be same, then only, or I can also write it as AB over DE is equal to BC over EF, and that is equal to AC over DF. If these two conditions are satisfied, then only we can say that the triangles are similar to each other. Before I go for the next part, that is on which rules, or on what is the sufficient criteria for me, what is the sufficient criteria for me to say that the two triangles are similar, I would like to give you some more concepts on this. Okay, so now this is the first concept that is to be taken, and that concept is, it says, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides at two distinct points, okay, then this line will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. What does it mean? Means, suppose that I have been given a triangle, first thing ABC, okay, make any triangle, A, B, C. Okay, I have made one triangle. Now, there is another thing. There is one DE, a line segment, which is parallel to BC. Parallel to BC. So, what the theorem says, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, that means DE is drawn parallel to BC, so it will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. So the ratio, that is AD over AD over DB will be equal to AE over EC. Okay. Now you see what I will do here. I will make one perpendicular from D, let it be F, this is perpendicular, and another perpendicular from E on this, and let it be G. Okay. Next thing what I do is, I will join DC and join BE. Okay. Then now you see what I get is, in triangle ADE and triangle BDE. Okay. What is area of triangle ADE? ADE. I will take AD as the base, and you know what is area of a triangle? Half of base multiplied by height, or the length of the perpendicular drawn from the base. okay, or length of the altitude drawn from the base, that is perpendicular from the opposite side, opposite angle. Okay, so in this case I can say it is half into AD multiplied by EG. Okay. Similarly, area of triangle BDE will be equal to half of, now this is an obtuse angle triangle, obviously you say. So if BD is the base, I have to draw perpendicular from E on BD, obviously it will on BD extended part. So it will be half of BD into EG. If I find the ratio, if you find the ratio, what will be area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle BDE? What it will be? It will be half of AD into EG divided by half of BD into EG. Okay, now you can see what happens. I can cancel out these two. This half will be cancelled out and EG will be cancelled out. So this area of triangle ADE over area of triangle BDE, this will be equal to AD over BD. Let it be equation number 1. Okay. Similarly, I can prove that area of triangle ADE divided by area of, this case I have taken the two triangles on this side. Now I will be taking the two triangles on this side. That means obviously the one of them is AD and other will be CED. Okay, or area of triangle CDE, you can say it. Similar way you can prove that this is equal to, area is equal to AE over EC. Got it? AE over EC. Let it be equation 2. Okay. Now, if you see, it has been given that DE is parallel to BC. Okay. It has been given that DE is parallel to BC. That means triangle BDE and triangle CDE. Just look at it. BDE and CDE. These triangles are triangles on the same base and between the same parallel lines. And just remember what you have studied in your previous classes. The triangles on the same base and between the same parallel lines. This means that area of these two triangles will be equal. So, area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE. Got it? Now you see, if you look at equation 1 and equation 2, if you look at equation 1 and equation 2, you see in the numerator I have got triangle ADE in both cases. In the denominator, I have got at one place area of triangle BDE and in another equation area of triangle CDE, but both these areas are equal. So I can say that this is equal to this. So that means I can say that area of triangle ADE over area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle CDE. Okay? And if these two are equal, that means AD over BD, because from equation 1 this is AD by BE, and from equation 2 this is actually AE over EC. What does it say? That AD over DE, that means AD and DB and AE over EC. That means AB and AC has been divided in the same ratio. Okay, AB and AD has been divided in the same ratio. Next is just converse of this theorem. Okay. So the converse of the theorem says, the main theorem what it had said, if the line is parallel to one side, it will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. What the converse says, if it is dividing the two sides in the same ratio, then it will be parallel to the third side. Okay, what does it mean? I will make another triangle for this. There is triangle ABC and there is one line segment DE. So what is given to you is, in triangle ABC, DE divides AB and AC in the same ratio. Okay, it has been given, and what does it say? That DE will be parallel to BC. I will use some indirect way. Assume that DE is not parallel. Let us assume that DE is not parallel to BC. Okay, if it is not parallel to BC, then let's assume that there is another point E dash. Okay, if this is so, then there is another point E dash on AC such that DE dash is parallel to BC. Okay, but what my theorem says? My theorem says if the line is parallel to BC, if the line is parallel to one side, it will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. If DE is parallel to BC, that this will imply that AD over DB is equal to AE dash over E dash C. Okay, it will be equal to AE dash over E dash C, but it has been given that AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. Why? It has been given to you. It has been given in the question that the DE is dividing these two sides in the same ratio. That means AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. It has been given to you. Okay. If now, but my theorem says AD over dV is equal to, so from this equation 1 and this equation 2, what I get is, you see, left hand side in both the cases are same. That means AE dash over E dash C is equal to AE over EC. Okay. Add 1. Add 1 to both sides. What will happen? A E dash over E dash C plus 1 will be equal to AE over EC plus 1. Or this will be AE dash plus E dash C. So, or I can write it, I will write 1 divided by E dash C is equal to AE plus EC divided by EC. Okay. Now, what happens? What is AE dash plus E dash C? AE dash plus E dash C, that means this is equal to AC. Okay, so AC over E dash C is equal to, similarly there also AE plus EC, it will be equal to, it will also be equal to AC. So AC over EC. And if you go on simplifying this, what you will get as E dash C is same as EC. But how is it possible? This is only possible if E dash and E coincide, or E dash and E are lying at the same point, or I can say E dash is no different from E, but DE dash is parallel to BC. That means what I had assumed in the start, that DE is not parallel to BC, is wrong. Actually, DE is parallel to BC. So this is what this theorem says. Okay. Okay. Now I will move on to the rules or the criteria that you can check to decide whether the two triangles are similar or not. So first is AAA similarity criteria. AAA similarity criterion. What does it mean? If I have got two triangles, A, B, C, D, E, F, and it is given that angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. That means the corresponding angles of both the triangles are equal. What does it mean? That A is equal to D, B is equal to E, and C is equal to F. Okay. So what I had told you in the start of this lecture, that if the two triangles are to be similar, then two particular conditions are to be fulfilled. Okay. What was those two conditions? First condition was that all the corresponding angles should be equal. It has already been given. The second condition says that all the corresponding sides should be proportional. Okay. Now, if they have to be proportional, how I can prove that? So one thing has been given, other thing you have to prove that they are proportional. So what I will do is that I will take one mark DP that is equal to AB. Okay, I will take here D, a point P on DE, so that it is equal to AB. Okay, and take DQ is equal to AC. Okay, and then join PQ. Now in this triangle, what you are seeing, it can be seen that these two triangles have been, how, if they are dividing this in the same ratio, then this will be parallel to this. Okay, okay, now I will take triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. Okay, in these two triangles I can see that AB is equal to DP. Why? As per my construction. Okay, similarly AC is equal to DQ. Again, this is my construction because I have taken like this. Okay, and the third, the intervening angle, that means this is equal to this one and this is equal to this side. And what is the intervening angle? Angle A is equal to angle D. Why? It has been given. Now remember what you have studied in your previous classes, the rules for congruency. SAS congruency rule. So I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. And if this is so, what do you mean by this? That means if this is so, it means angle B is equal to angle DPQ. This B is equal to DPQ. That means this is also the same angle. Also, angle C is equal to angle DQP. That means this angle C is equal to this one. Not necessary, but now if you see DE as the transversal and these two are lines where the corresponding angles are equal, then as per the law of parallel lines, the transversal between two lines, if the corresponding angles are equal, that means they are parallel. That means PQ is parallel to EF. And you have just studied what? That if a line is parallel to the one side of a triangle, it will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. Okay? It will be dividing the other two sides in the same ratio. That means DP over PE will be equal to DQ divided by QF. Add 1 to it. Okay, add 1 to it, or you take reciprocal and then add, because I don't want to give up DP, so I will take reciprocal also. That is PE over DP will be equal to QF over DQ. Add 1 to both sides. Okay, when you add 1 to both sides, this will be PE plus DP. That means PE plus DP. This will be equal to DE over DP, and other side will be QF plus DQ. the numerator, so it will be Q dF divided by dQ. Okay, it will be dF over dQ, but what is dE or dP? What is dP? dP is actually AB as per my construction. So I can write it as dE over dP, or instead of dP I will write it as AB, and that is equal to dF over AC. Okay, that means two of the sides are in the same ratio. Reverse it again. So AB over DE is equal to AC over DF. This is one condition. Now what about the third side? Two of the sides are in the same ratio. Similar way you can go on and prove in similar way you can prove that these two, just draw another line similar, take 2 points on this and divide it like this, and you can prove that AC over DF, or I can say AC over DF, is equal to BC over EF. By combining these two, I can say that AB over DE is equal to BC over EF, and that is equal to AC over DF. That means the second condition for similarity has been proved, and I can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF by AAA rule or AAA criterion. I can say that these two triangles are similar to each other. Now there is one more thing. If you are given that angle A is equal to angle D and angle B is equal to angle E, is it necessary to say that angle C is equal to angle F? It may not be necessary, because sum of all three angles is always same, that is 180 degree. Sum of all three angles has to be same. So if two of the corresponding angles are equal to each other, the third angle has to be equal. Third corresponding angle has to be equal. So instead of saying this AAA rule, sometimes we also say it as AA criterion or AA rule. Even if two corresponding angles are equal, then also I can say that the triangles are similar. Okay. Next criterion is SSS similarity criterion. What will be given to you in this? In this case, it will be given to you for these two triangles that the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. That means AB over DE will be equal to BC over EF, and this will be equal to AC over DF. It has been given to you. That means ratio of AB and DE, BC and EF, and AC and DF. These two are, all the sides are in the same ratio. Again, for the triangles to be similar, what you have to prove? You have to prove the second condition is satisfied. The first condition was that all the corresponding angles have to be equal. Now I have to prove that all the corresponding angles are also equal. One of the criteria has been fulfilled. So for this, again I will take DP equal to AB and DQ equal to AC. I will mark 2 points, DP and DQ, and I will join these two. join PQ. Okay, I will join PQ. Now, what does it mean? AB, I have been given that AB over DE is equal to AC over DF. It has been given. That means I can say that DP over DE will be equal to DQ over DF. Why? Because DP is equal to AB and PQ is equal to AC. DQ is equal to AC. So if this is so, I can write it that means PQ is dividing PDE and DF in the same ratio. Okay, it is dividing it in the same ratio. That means, as I have seen, that this will be this PQ is parallel to EF. What does it mean? If these two are parallel, obviously if PQ and EF are parallel, that means this corresponding angles from the transversal will be equal. That means this angle E is equal to angle P, angle made at P. Similarly, angle made at F will be equal to angle made at Q. Okay, this will imply that angle P is equal to angle E and angle Q is equal to angle. I will be using this. Okay, now what I take is triangles ABC and DPQ. Okay, if you look at this, or you take triangle DPQ and triangle DEF, what do you see? You can see that angle P is equal to angle P. Why? Because it is the common angle. It is common angle. Okay, then other things I have already proved that angle, sorry, it was angle D and angle D, and then angle P is equal to angle E and angle Q is equal to angle F. So I can say that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. It can be said these two triangles are same. Okay, if this is so, that means that ratio of the sides, that is DP over DP over DE will be equal to DQ over DF, and this will be equal to PQ over EF. Okay, but what has been given? This DQ, I will take just these two. Okay, what is this DQ equal to? DQ is equal to AC. So AC over DF. AC over DF is equal to what it is? PQ over EF. And what this AC over DF was equal to? It has been given that the corresponding sides of these two triangles are in the same ratio. That means AC over DF is equal to BC over EF. So it can be written as BC over EF. Now take these two. In this, you can see EF you can cancel. This implies that PQ is equal to BC. PQ is equal to BC. So I got BC is equal to PQ. Now I will take triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. ABC and DPQ. What do you see from there? I have made AB is equal to DP. I have made AC equal to DQ, and I have just proved that BC is equal to PQ. So by SSS criterion, I can say that these two triangles are congruent. Okay. Now, if these two are congruent, that means the corresponding angles have to be equal. So, angle P will be equal to angle B. Okay. And also, angle P is equal to angle E. Similarly, angle F or angle Q will be equal to angle C. This angle is same as this. Similarly, angle C is equal to angle Q. And this angle C, because angle Q is equal to angle F, that I have already proved, so this will be equal to angle F. Okay. Now, if two of these angles are corresponding angles are equal, third angle has to be equal. So that means this angle is equal to this angle. So angle A is also equal to angle D. And this proves that one criterion, one condition already given in question, other condition I have proved. So I can write it as triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF by SSS rule. Okay. So this is one rule. Now I will discuss one more criterion for this thing. Okay. Now the third criterion, that is SAS, or it is also said side angle side. So what is said in this, that if one angle is equal to one angle of the second, one angle of one triangle is equal to one angle of the second triangle, and the sides that are making the angle are in the same ratio with the corresponding side that is making that angle in the second triangle, then the triangles will be similar. In other words, I can also say if two sides are in the same ratio and the intervening angle or the included angle between those two sides, the angle made by those two sides are equal, then the triangles will be similar. What does it mean that? It means that it is given that AB over DE is equal to AC over DF. See, there is one thing. This side, this is the corresponding ratio of these two sides is equal to ratio of these two sides. And what is the intervening angle? That is angle A. And angle A is equal to angle D. Okay, these two things are given to you. Then you have to prove that these two triangles are similar. Again, I will make DP equal to AB and DQ equal to AC. Same construction. Once again, like this, DP and DQ. Okay, and join these two. Okay, now what is given? You are given this, that AB over DE is equal to AC over DF, and since I have assumed that AB is equal to DP, I can write it as DP over DE is equal to DQ over DF. For AC I can write DQ. What does it mean? That PQ is dividing DE and DF in the same ratio. This implies that PQ is dividing DE and DF in the same ratio. So, if it is dividing the two sides in the same ratio, it has to be parallel to the third side. Okay, it has to be, that means PQ is parallel to EF. Okay, PQ is parallel to EF. Now, if it is parallel, that means this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle. Got it? If these two are equal, now I take ABC and DPQ. I will take ABC and DPQ. See, in triangle ABC and DPQ, what is there? I have got AB is equal to DP by my construction. Similarly, AC is equal to DQ. Again, it is my construction. And angle A is equal to angle D. It is given. So, by SAS congruency rule, I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Okay? And if these two are congruent, that means BC is equal to PQ. Okay, BC is equal to PQ. Again, I will take triangle DPQ and triangle DEF. What you are saying? This angle is equal to this angle is equal to this angle, and this is the common angle. So, by AAA criterion, I can say that by AAA rule, I can say that DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. And if these are similar, I can say that DP over DE is equal to DQ over DF, and that is equal to PQ over EF. Okay, PQ over EF. Another thing, one more thing which I forgot here. What is that? If these two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding angles also will be equal. So this angle B will be equal to angle P, and this angle C will be equal to angle Q. Okay, so what in place of DP, because DP I have taken to be equal to AB, I can write it as AB over DE. Similarly, in place of DQ, because DQ I have taken as equal to AC. So I can write it as AC over DF. And for PQ, I have just proved that PQ is equal to BC. So I can say that BC over EF. What does it mean? That all the three pairs of corresponding sides are proportional. Another thing, what I had taken, I had already proved that angle A is equal to angle D. Why? It has been given. The other things, if I say angle B is equal to angle P and angle P is equal to angle E, so angle B is equal to angle E. Similarly, angle C is equal to angle Q and that is equal to angle F. So all the corresponding angles are equal. So both conditions for the similarity has been proved, and for this I can say triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF by SAS rule or side angle side rule. Okay. So now for the next concept, I will be using the same thing, same concepts to prove one very important theorem that will be used again and again, not only in this class but also in your future classes. Okay, so start. But before I go to Pythagoras theorem, I will give you one more concept. Or okay, let's go for Pythagoras theorem only. Pythagoras theorem means just if you have got one right triangle, suppose that this is ABC. Okay, there is the right angle is at C. What does it say? It says the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. Now what is hypotenuse in this case? Hypotenuse is always the side that is opposite to the right angle. Okay, so if it is opposite to the right angle, so I can say by Pythagoras theorem what I am saying that AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. That is what I have to. Okay. For this, I will draw one line perpendicular to, take CD. Draw CD perpendicular to AB. Okay. CD is perpendicular to AB. Now, what I see? If I take triangle ABC and triangle ACD, what do we see here? You see, in these two, the angle C or the last angle, this angle is equal to angle D. I have taken ABC and ACD. Okay, this is, both are 90 degree, and there is one angle in common, that is angle A. Angle A is common. So I can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle ACD, or I can also say if these are similar, that means the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. If their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, that means AB over AC will be equal to AC over AB over AC will be equal to AC over AD, and that will be equal to BC over CD. Okay, take the first two. From the first two, I can say that if I cross multiply, I can say that AC square is equal to AB multiplied by AD. Okay, AB multiplied by AD, make it as equation 1. Similarly, from triangle ABC and triangle CBD, I can prove that these two triangles are similar. And what is ABC? Once again, the complete triangle. And CBD. Why I am writing like this? Because I want to place the corresponding angles at the corresponding places. Okay, so now again here this angle is common. One angle is 90 degree. So these are similar. So if these are similar, so this is similar. So I can write it as AB over CB or BC. I can say that will be equal to BC over BD, and that will be equal to AC over CD. Okay. What I will take the first two, and from first two I get BC square is equal to AB multiplied by BD. Okay. Now add equation 1 and 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. What you get? Equation 1 says AC square, on the left hand side is AC square, left hand side is BC square. Right hand side is AB into AD plus AB into BD. I can take AB as common, AD plus BD. And what is AD plus BD? AD plus BD, that is actually AB. So this is equal to AB into AB, or I can say it as AB square. So I can say that AB square is equal to, from here, BC square plus AC square, which is popularly known as the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, one more concept is left, that is the what will be the ratio of areas of two similar triangles. Now see, this is just one deduction from the similar triangles. It is given to you that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Obviously, what does it mean? It means that AB over DE is equal to AC over DF, and it is equal to BC over EF. First condition. Second condition is that angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. So these are the two conditions that you are already given. Now I have to find out what will be the ratio. This is the ratio of the sides, but what will be the ratio of areas of these two? So if I have to find out the ratio of areas, how do we find out area? That means I will take BC as the base and draw a perpendicular from A. That will be called the altitude. Let it be at P. This is 90 degree. Similarly, for the triangle DEF, I will take the corresponding, because here I have taken BC, so the corresponding side I will take as the base and draw altitude from the opposite side. Let it be Q. Okay. Now you see, in triangles ABP and triangle DEQ, just visualize it, ABP and DEQ. What is there? There is one angle 90 degree. Okay, angle P is equal to angle Q, that is 90 degree because I have drawn the perpendicular. The second thing, angle B is equal to angle E. Angle B is equal to angle E. Why? Because it has been given that the triangles are similar. So if the triangles are similar, that means the corresponding angles have to be equal. That's what I have written, that angle B is equal to angle E. Okay, if this is so, that means triangle ABP is similar to triangle DEQ. Okay, it is similar to DEQ. So with that, I can say that AB over DE is equal to AP over DQ. Okay, it is equal to, it is like this. Now what will be area? What will be the ratio between the areas? Ratio is area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF will be equal to what? What is the area of triangle ABC? That will be half of BC into AP. Okay. And area of DEF will be half of EF multiplied by DQ. Got it? This half will be cancelled out and this will be equal to BC over EF into AP over DQ. But BC over EF is equal to AB over DE. So I can write it as AB over DE. Similarly, AP over DQ, I have proved it to be AB over DE. So it is also AB over DE. So what is the ratio? AB square over DE square. So I can write that area of triangle ABC over area of triangle DEF is equal to AB over DE square. Obviously AB over DE, the ratio can be replaced by the other, that means BC over EF square, and the same will be equal to AC over DF. Or I can say that area of two similar triangles is equal to square of the ratio of the corresponding sides, or it can also be said ratio of the squares of the corresponding sides, as per your convenience. So for today, this is all. Keep practicing, and I once again request all of you, if you have not subscribed my channel, please press the like button, press the bell icon and subscribe my channel, so that I will continue to give you more and more videos on other chapters, and you may be got notified about all those videos. So goodbye.